What's going on, guys? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody enjoyed their weekend and is ready for another productive week at work. So, as I'm giving you guys a minute to hop on, of course, as always, let me know whether you're watching this live or on the replay, and let me know where you're coming from, regardless of when you're watching this, man. I'd love to hear from you guys. Love to hear where y'all coming from. Love to see who's seeing this, and of course, commenting also helps the algorithm for me as well. I don't know who hopped on there, but just say what's up so I know you're watching. But without further ado, I do want to talk about 6 things to stop doing if you're a guy who works 60 hours a week. And mind you, I wrote 60 hours, but that's just an arbitrary number. You could be a busy guy who works 40 hours, 80 hours, 100 hours. I don't know what you guys do, but bottom line is if you're somebody who's busy and you want to get in shape, like these are 6 things you need to stop doing. And guys, these are things my clients deal with as well. A lot of my clients, they work in sales industries, man. I got guys who work at a car dealership and they work long hours. They work weekends. I got guys in real estate. I got guys in the mortgage business. They all deal with this shit, guys. And the way they deal with it is by not doing these 6 things that I talked about. You know, maybe they're things that they've struggled with once upon a time, but they locked into the right mindset. And a lot of the things I'm going to be talking about today are less about the strategies. It's less about the X's and O's of weight loss and working out, because that's the easy part. A lot of it starts up here. And that's why you guys are struggling if you're watching this and you're struggling. That's why you're struggling, because it's up here. It's not necessarily your schedule. It's not necessarily that you don't know what to do. It's that you're just not doing it because you've got some mental blocks around the process, guys. So number one thing that you need to stop doing if you're a busy guy who needs to get into shape, you got to stop waiting until next week, waiting until next month, waiting until next quarter, waiting until next year. Guess what, guys? You're busy now and you're always going to be busy. Nothing's going to slow down for you. You know, things aren't going to get easier after the holidays. You know, things aren't going to be easier when your kids get into school. Things aren't going to be easier after this busy quarter is over. Because guess what? You've got another busy quarter right after it. And it's not going to get easier when your kids get a little older and your wife, does what she does. Like it's like something's got to give, because if we don't take initiative to prioritize this stuff now, something else is going to inevitably fill your time once those things quote unquote slow down. It's like a lot of us fall into this clean slate mentality. You know, we mess up one day, or we mess up one week. We're not feeling motivated one day. We oversleep the gym and we say, you know what? I just want to enjoy the weekend. I'm going to start fresh Monday. Monday rolls around. It's the same thing. And it's this vicious cycle. And each time that you go through that cycle, it kills your confidence in terms of restarting, guys. So rather than waiting for the perfect time, rather than waiting for a clean slate, you might as well learn how to deal with these things head on instead of waiting for the perfect time. Because if you can execute and you can lose weight on vacation, you can make sure that you're working out when you're traveling. If you can make it through the holidays, you're always going to have the confidence to be able to execute and make this a lifestyle. And I know if you're watching this, then that's your goal. I know you don't want to just do this for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days and gain the weight back if your goal is weight loss. I know you want to do this and make this a lifestyle. And this is one of the ways that we do that. We don't wait until the next week. We don't wait until the next quarter or the year. If we mess up in the middle of the week, we get right back on track the next day. That's number one. Number 2, you got to stop letting people walk all over your boundaries. I did a post yesterday, feel free to check that out, about scheduling, about how I like to plan my week. And one of the reasons that I plan my personal priorities, like eating and going to the gym, not only for myself, to hold myself accountable, but so that other people don't walk all over my boundaries. So somebody can't just put a meeting on my calendar in the middle, like in the morning, first thing in the morning when I go to the gym, because now I can say, hey, I can't do that. I've got to go to the gym at this time. And people respect that because I respect it. You understand what I'm saying? People respect it because I respect it. When I respect my own time, other people respect my time as well. And the same thing goes for you. You know, a lot of things that we deal with are not always emergencies. It's usually other people's lack of planning. Somebody just hits you up last minute with an assignment. Somebody hits you up last minute to do something. And maybe you can allocate the time for it. But if you haven't already established that's when you're going to go to the gym, or that's when you're going to eat, or that's when you're going to do whatever you need to do for yourself, you're going to give into that because you haven't already established that that's a boundary for you. So guys, stop letting people walk over your boundaries, man. If you're going to be proactive about planning this stuff, plan it first. And then, you know, other thing, you're not going to be perfect. You're not always going to stick to your schedule. But at least with you having it on your calendar, it's a commitment that you can uphold to yourself. It becomes tangible. And now you're less likely to let other people walk all over those boundaries. That's number 2. Number three thing that we've got to stop doing if you're a busy guy who wants to get into shape, you got to stop being a victim. Like, just point blank. You got to stop blaming other people and other things that are beyond your control. It's not your kid's fault that you can't get in shape. It's not your wife's fault for not going on a diet with you. It's not your job's fault for giving you so much work that you feel like you can't go to the gym after. Other people, and guess what? Other people are in your situation and they're in the best shape of their lives. I know other guys who think they were too old and who are in great shape. They're 50 and above and they've got a six-pack. I know other guys in your industry. If you're in real estate, you're in car sales, you're in the mortgage biz. I guarantee the top 5% of the people that you, in your industry, the leaders of your industry, they're in shape. They have a nice balance between, going to the gym, getting shit done at work, and, spending time with their family and friends. They do all these things because they found a way to find synergy. And I'm willing to bet that those things are related. I'm willing to bet that the reason that they are getting more shit done at work, the reason they have more energy after work to go play with the kids is because they prioritize their fitness. So it's the other way around. A lot of guys think it's backwards. They earn this right to go to the gym once they've gotten enough work done, once they feel satisfied with what their boss says or what they've done or hitting their sales quota for the week. They've earned the quote unquote earned the right to rest. They've earned the right to go to the gym. But guys, this stuff isn't a cost. This isn't a cost. It's an investment. When you're investing in your energy, you're investing in your health, that's going to pay you back. And you're going to be more productive at work so you can get more done in less time and overall have a better quality of life. So you got to stop being a victim. We've got to take some personal responsibility there because other people just like you are getting that shit done. And that's blunt, but that just is what it is. Number 4, Nathan, what's up, bro? Congratulations on the wedding, man. Number 4 thing we've got to stop doing if you're a busy guy who wants to get in shape, working all these hours, you feel like there's no time. Because you feel like there's no time, you look for things outside of yourself to save you or help you. You've got to stop. Number 4, we've got to stop looking for things outside of yourself to save your situation. It's that magic pill mentality. Want to take a shortcut. Maybe this supplement will help. Maybe if I do this diet, I'll only have to do it for 30 days and I'll be right where I need to be. I'll lose the weight. I'll lose the 30 pounds that I need to lose that I've been complaining about. And then after that, I'll switch to something more sustainable, right? Like, who are we kidding? We blame the bad environment. We're looking at, maybe if I move here or I quit this job and go here, I'll have more time to focus on myself. We blame things beyond our control. Here's the truth, guys. Everybody watching this, everybody on my feed, you guys already have the capability to do what's necessary to get in the best shape of your lives, right? There's nothing outside of you that is going to enhance your ability to do so. Shan, what's up, bro? Shantastic in the building. There's nothing outside of yourself that's going to help you get in the best shape of your life. It's all stuff that you know. You guys know what to do. You guys know you need to eat right. You guys know you need to drink more water. Get your ass to bed on time. Stop watching Netflix late at night. You know you need to work out and make time for the gym. You know and have the ability to do all these things. So something outside of yourself, it's easy to not take the responsibility and just look for something outside of ourselves that we feel like we're lacking to kind of help us in this case. But when you realize all the control is in your hands, it empowers you to actually do something about it. The problem is people don't want to take the responsibility, man. They want to be in denial about this stuff. So bottom line is there's nothing outside of yourself that's going to help you get in the best shape of your life except you. There's things that can help. There's things that can assist you. Like me as a coach, I can help you. I can guide you. I can assist you. But ultimately, it comes down to you doing the work. And that's not outside of yourself. Number 5 thing that we need to stop doing, if you're a busy guy who needs to get in the best shape of your life and you're struggling to do so, you got to stop copying other people who can't relate to your situation. Not everybody has the same goals. Not everybody has the same body type. Not everybody has the same desires. Not everybody can even do the same things, right? So stop looking up to those fucking 20-year-old YouTube influencers and IG influencers who are posting workouts they don't even do. They're posting workouts that they think you'll fall for. And some of these guys are even on steroids. Hate to sound like a hater, but it just is what it is. Like, you can't even relate to these people. These guys got fucking 5-6 hours a day to go fuck around in the gym and prep all their meals. Like, that's what they do for a living. They're 20 years old. They're in college. Like, they're just in a different situation. And I don't mean just their body. Yeah, the YouTube phenoms. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't just mean their bodies are different. I mean their lifestyle's different. Man, you got 2 and 3 kids. You got a wife. You got a mortgage. You got a lot of stress. You work a 60-hour-a-week job. What the fuck makes you think that you could just look at some 19-year-old influencer and do what he does and get in the shape that he gets into, right? So that's my beef with that kind of industry. It's like it kind of paints this unrealistic image of what quote-unquote health looks like. So stop copying people who can't relate to your situation. And I don't even just mean the authorities of the fitness industry. I mean your family members, your coworkers who are different from you, your boss, your friends, like people who just give you this like ill-advised I don't know, they just give you nonsense advice. Like your friend lost your friend lost 30 pounds doing keto. You're gonna copy them, even though y'all got a completely different body type. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. They're not telling you that they feel like shit because their energy is so low from cutting out all their carbs, right? They're not telling you all that. So you're just mindlessly following them, and you could fall down the same trap. So guys, you got to have your own goals, you got to have your own journey, and you got to do what makes sense for you and your goals. And that's kind of where I come in to help somebody like that. Like, if you're not clear on what your goals are, you're not clear on what actually needs to happen in order to get from point A to point B. That's where having a second set of eyes and somebody who can just condense all this information out there and kind of tailor it to your situation, guys. So don't just go copying the next guy because they have nice results. This is a mistake I used to make early on, just copying my favorite athletes who do this for a living without realizing, hey, I'm a full-time student. I'm trying to go to med school, like all this stuff that just doesn't add up, and not realizing what was going on behind closed doors. Number 5. So number 6 is beating yourself up. So I know I was kind of hard on y'all on the first 5 points, right? Kind of encouraging you guys to take some accountability. But number 6, man, you can't be beating yourself up. Like, a lot of guys, especially my high achievers, my high performers, guys with type A personalities, guys who played sports in the past, they were athletes, guys who are in sales and everything they do is performance-based in terms of their income, they tend to hold themselves to a high standard. For whatever reason, that's just how it is. Probably because it's just the nature of what they do. These guys are just wired to hold themselves to this high standard. And because of that, they tend to be very all or nothing with their goals. And they tend to think that all the pieces have to be perfect for them to execute. They tend to think that, if they're not doing things at the highest level or they're not perfect, then they're fucking up, right? Like when they're the type to go, if they're not going 100% in the gym, they feel like it was a pointless session, right? So my point with all this is stop beating yourself up because you're never going to be perfect. Right? I'd rather you just take imperfect action rather than just waiting for things to be perfect to actually take action. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, you're going to miss workouts at times. You're going to have to stay late, and you're going to have to push a workout back to the next day. You're going to forget to track your food one day. You're going to miss your water goals. You're going to stay up late one night. You're going to drink on the weekends when you said you wouldn't. Like, I'd rather tell you that shit is going to happen than try to gas it up in your head like you got to be perfect to actually get the results that you want, guys. So, like I said, stop beating yourself up. The best thing you can do is make a mistake and just get back on track right away. And this is the same thing. What I'm telling y'all is the same exact thing I would tell my clients or even myself because I still mess up too. There's times like over my birthday weekend, I told myself I was going to track every day and I was going to try to make good decisions. And I didn't do any of that. I didn't track my food for 3 days. But guess what? Rather than beating myself up about it, I just get back on track today and everything's good. We're right back where we left off, guys. So those are my 6 tips, man. 6 things that you need to stop doing in order to see results. If you're somebody who works 60 hours a week and you're just kind of struggling to get back in the swing of things in terms of your health and fitness goals, man. I know it wasn't a lot of the X's and O's and the nutrition and the hardcore fitness strategies maybe you thought you would get from watching a video like this. But I'm telling you guys, this is stuff my clients deal with every day, and I'm constantly having these conversations with people. It starts up here, man. It's a lot of mindset stuff. So hopefully y'all found that video helpful. Comment below with some of your takeaways or just shoot me a message. And if you guys have any other questions or things that you would like me to cover on a video like this, don't hesitate to reach out. I'd love to hear what you guys are saying. So I'll talk to you soon.